Hi dear students, how are you today? Our lesson for today 10.3 multiply a fraction by a whole number. Use symbols. As we said before that a fraction is a part out of whole like 5 out of 7. In multiplication we use multiply by or times a whole number like 8. How can I multiply a fraction by a whole number? I will multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. But teacher here, what is the denominator of 8? We said before that all the whole numbers have 1 as denominator. So I will put here 1. I will start multiply. 5 times 8 equals 40. And the 7 times 1 equals 7. Now I will check my fraction. What is? This is called improper fraction. So I will try to write it as mixed number. How, teacher? I will use division with remainder. Which number when we multiply by 7 give me close and less number than 40? It's 5. 5 times 7 equals 35. Subtract 40 minus 35 equals 5. So the answer will be 5 and 5 out of 7. 5 out of 7. Let's take another problem. I have 3 out of 5 times 15. The first step I will put here 1 as denominator, then multiply 3 times 15 and the 5 times 1. 3 times 15 equals 45 and here 5 times 1 equals 5. 45 divided by 5 equals 9. Okay, teacher, do I have another way? Yes. I will write 3 out of 5 times 15 out of 1. As we know that I can simplify the numerator with one of the denominators and this numerator with one of the denominator. There is any common factor between 3 and 5 or 3 and 1? No, teacher. What about 15? There is any common factor between 15 and 1 except 1? No. What about 15 and 5? I can simplify 15 and 5 by divide by 5. 15 divided by 5 equals 3. 5 divided by 5 equals 1. Now I will start to multiply. 3 times 3 equals 9 and 1 times 1 equals 1. So teacher, we have here the same product. But it's so easy to multiply a fraction by a whole number when we simplify it. Let's start our lesson. Number 3, 8 times 1 out of 2. I can multiply numerator by numerator, and here the denominator is 1, denominator by denominator. 8 times 1 equals 8, and 1 times 2 equals 2. 8 out of 2 or 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Teacher, do I have another way? Yes, I can simplify numerator with one of the denominator and numerator with one of the denominator. Here, the common factor between 8 and 2 is 2. I will divide by 2 equals 1. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Now multiply 4 times 1 equals 4 and 1 times 1 equals 1. There is no need to write 1 in the denominator. Here, 13 times 3 out of 4. I will multiply numerator by numerator. 13 times 3 equals 39 out of 4. Now, this is called improper fraction, so we have to write it as mixed number. I will divide 39 by 4. 39 divided by 4 equals 9. 9 times 4 equals 36. Now I will start to subtract. Remainder 3. So equals what, teacher? 9 and 3 out of 4. Number 5. Calculate the amount of medicine taken in 10 days if the dose is 3 out of 4 fluid ounce per day. So I will multiply 3 out of 4 times how many days? We have 10 days times 10. There is any common factor between numerator and the denominator? Yes, teacher, both of them are even numbers. So I can divide by 2. Divided by 2 equals 2. Divided by 2 equals 5. 3 times 5 equals 15. 2 times 1 equals 2. Now I will write this improper fraction as what, teacher? As mixed number. 15 divided by 2 equals 7 and the remainder 1 out of 2. Do I have another way? Yes, teacher. Look here. 3 out of 4 times 10 equals 3 times 10 equals 30. 4 times, we said here we have 1. 4 times 1 equals 4. Now I will write this number as what, teacher? As mixed numbers. 30 divided by 4 equals 7. And the remainder what, teacher? Remainder 2. 4 times 7 equals 28. 30 minus 28 equals 2. So 2 out of 4. Now I will check my fraction part. We have 2 as a common factor between the numerator and the denominator. So I will put 7 as it is. And divide up and down by 2. 2 divided by 2 equals 1. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. So the same answer, we have here 7 and 1 out of 2. But here is more easier. When we simplify the factors, the product will be more easier. Number 6, calculate the total length needed to decorate 9 boxes if each box uses 2 out of 3 yards of ribbon. I will multiply the fraction 2 out of 3 times what, teacher? How many boxes we have? We have 9. Now I will ask myself, there is any common factor between 2 and 3? No, teacher. There is any common factor between 9 and 3? Yes, teacher. We can divide by 3. 3 divided by 3 equals 1. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. Now multiply 2 times 3 equals 6. 1 times 1 equals 1. There is no need to write 1 as denominator here. So we need 6 yards. Next problem. Number 7. 4 times 1 out of 3. Just I will multiply. 4 times 1 equals 4. And here we have 1 times 3 equals 3. What this? Improper fraction. I will convert it into mixed number. 4 out of 3. How many 3 and 4? Only 1. And remainder 1 out of the same denominator 3. Number 8. 6 times 3 out of 8. There is any common factor between 3 and 8? No, teacher. There is any common factor between 6 and 8? We said we can simplify the numerator with one of the denominator if I have multiplication. So 6 and 8, both of them are even, and the greatest common factor between 6 and 8 is 2. So I will divide by 2. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. And here 8 divided by 2 equals 4. I will start to multiply numerator by numerator, and the denominator here is 1 by denominator. 3 times 3 equals 9, and here 1 times 4 equals 4. Now I will convert this improper fraction into what, teacher? Into mixed number. How many 4 can go into 9? How many 4 and 9? 9 divided by 4 equals 2, and 2 times 4 equals 8. 9 minus 8 equals 1 out of the same denominator 4. Now we write the whole part and the fraction part in the simplest form, so keep it as it is. Number 9. 8 times 2 out of 5. Ask yourself, there's any common factor between 2 and 5? No. What about 8 and 5? No. So I will start to multiply numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. 8 times 2 equals 16. 1 times 5 equals 5. Now, ask yourself, how many 5 and 16? 3. 3 times 5 equals 15 and remainder 1 out of 5. Number 10. 12 times 5 out of 6. There is any common factor between 5 and 6? No, teacher. What about 12 and 6? Yes. 12 and 6, both of them are divisible by 6. I will divide by 6 equals 1. Divide by 6, 12 divided by 6 equals 2. Now start to multiply. 2 times 5 equals 10, and here 1 times 1 equals 1. There is no need to write 1. 11 times 2 out of 3. There is any common factor between 2 and 3? No, both of them are prime. So I have only one common factor, which is 1. 11 and 3, both of them are prime. So I will multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. 11 times 2 equals 22. 1 times 3 equals 3. Now I will convert the improper fraction into mixed number. How many 3's in 22? Or 22 divided by 3 equals what? I will try to find a number. When we multiply by 3, give me close and less number than 22, which is 7. 7 times 3 equals 21. 22 minus 21 equals 1 out of 3. Let's explain it here. We have here 22 divided by 3. 2 divided by 3 can't be, so I have to put 0 here. 22 divided by 3 equals 7. Why, teacher? When we multiply 3 times 7 equals 21. After we multiply, I will start to subtract. 22 minus 21 is 1. 1 is less than the divisor. Yeah, my answer is correct. There is any numbers to bring it down? No, teacher. So the answer will be 7. The remainder 1 here. And 3, the same denominator. Number 12. 5 times 7 equals 35. And here 1 times 8 equals 8. Start to convert the improper fraction into mixed. 35 divided by 8 equals 4, because 4 times 8 equals 32, and the remainder 3. Check the fraction board. This proper fraction in the simplest form, so keep it as it is. Number 16, calculate the total distance Mary runs in 1 week if she runs 7 out of 8 miles each day. So she runs 7 out of 8 for 1 day. What about 1 week? How many days in 1 week? 7. So I will multiply by 7. Each day she runs 7 out of 8. What about 7 days? I will multiply 7 times 7 out of 8. 7 times 7 equals 49 out of 8. Now convert from improper fraction into mixed. 49 divided by 8 equals what, teacher? Equals 6. And remember, we know that 6 times 8 equals 48. So remainder 1. When we subtract 49 minus 48 equals 1 out of 8. Let's make it here. We have here 49 divided by 8. I will try to find the number. When we multiply by 8, the product will be close and less than 49. 6 times 8 equals 48. Subtract 49 minus 48 equals 1. The remainder is less than 8, so my answer is correct. It will be 6. The remainder 1 out of 8. Number 17, calculate the length of 5 pieces of ribbon laid end to end if each piece is 2 out of 3 yards long. So I will circle the fraction 2 out of 3 times we have 5 pieces, so I will multiply by 5. 2 times 5 equals 10. And 3 times 1 equals 3. Now convert. How many 3 in 10? 3. 3 times 3 equals 9. 10 minus 9 equals 1 out of the same denominator, which is 3. We finished our lesson for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time, inshallah. Goodbye.